Bobbles add a really fun three-dimensional pop of texture to any knitted project. Hi guys, and welcome to Studio Knit. Today we are going to learn how to knit bobbles. We're going to knit our bobbles on the same knit row. I will demonstrate the bobble stitch in 3 different sizes using 3 stitches, 4 stitches, and 5 stitches. I suggest you sit back and watch the bobble technique and then give it a try. Oh, and if you think bobbles look like a lot of fun to knit, please hit like to let me know you would like to see more videos like this. So let's get started. One of my favorite things about bobbles is that you can stop along any knit row and just add a bobble. So I'm going to place this orange stitch marker right here, but just for teaching purposes so that we can see the active stitches as we bobble. So our increases are created by knitting into the front and back. First, we will bobble on this knit row with 3 stitches. We will first make a knit stitch. Then, without taking your right needle off the stitch, we will knit a second stitch into the back. Now, we will make our third stitch by knitting one more time into the front. And then take your needle off the stitch. So as you see, we now have 3 stitches where we started with 1. Okay, now we will turn our work to the back and purl these 3 stitches. Then turn again to the front and knit these 3 stitches. One more time. We'll turn and purl. And then turn and knit. Once you have worked these 3 stitches, we will pass over our stitches. So we will pass over the second stitch, over the first stitch, and then pass over the third stitch over the first stitch. Now just continue knitting your row as you normally would. Let's do that again, and this time we will make it a little bit bigger by using 4 stitches. Okay, so we are going to first make a knit stitch. Then without taking our right needle off, we will knit into the back. Now we will make our third stitch by knitting into the front. And our 4th stitch is created by knitting one last time into the back. Now we will turn our work and purl these 4 stitches. Turn again to the front and knit those 4 stitches. Okay, one more time. We turn and purl Then turn and knit. We now have 4 stitches where we started with 1. And to finish off, we just pass our stitches over. So the second stitch is passed over the first. The third stitch is passed over the first. And lastly, the fourth stitch is passed over the first. Awesome! Now just continue knitting your row. Okay, here we go. This is the big bobble. So to do this, we're going to make 5 stitches. And so you pretty much know the drill. Here we go. We're going to knit into the front, knit into the back, knit into the front, knit into the back, and that 5th stitch, you know, really might have to kind of force it, but it will allow you knit that 5th one into the front. Yay! Okay, so we have 5 stitches, and it's time to turn our work and purl. Now turn our work and knit. Turn our work and purl. Turn our work and knit. And with our 5 stitches, it's time to finish it off by passing over. So we pass over stitch 2 over stitch 1, the 3rd stitch over the 1st, the 4th stitch over the 1st, and the 5th stitch over the 1st. Okay, great. So now just continue knitting as you would. And what I really love about this bobble technique is that your back is really clean. Looks awesome. So that's it. You have just learned how to knit bobbles. I hope you are inspired to give this knitting technique a try. And thank you so much for watching Studio Knit. When you subscribe, you will receive a new knitting lesson every Monday. Check out my recent video on how to knit the basket weave stitch. And coming soon, a cherry pie knit with bobbles. Bye!